Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to deal with auto layout, size classing and constraints. I hope you like the new size of the screen. Alright, let's go ahead and create Xcode project. Single view application, click next. Auto layout. Okay, Swift of course, let's keep it universal. Next. Now, before you have auto layout, but now in Xcode 6 and iOS 8 you have size classes. Size classes, as you can see, that you have view controller are squared. You know that none of Apple devices have a squared screen except the Apple Watch. Okay, but it's not my point. My point is Apple have created as this square view controller, which you can add any element and add constraints, and it will automatically fit on all screens with just one click. All right. So to see all the screens at runtime, you can go and assistant editor. Sorry about that. Okay, and select the view controller. Go over here and go to preview. Now we have 4-inch. You can add more. 3.5, 4.7, 5.5, and finally iPad. All of them, you can see all of them have been added to you. So whatever you add here and add constraints, it will automatically shown here. So you can figure out where exactly it will be the element. Alright, so let's go ahead and play with it. You have two options to add to auto layout or to use sizing classes. For example, you have width any and height any. So if you want to target only the iPhone or the landscape or portrait for the iPad, or only the regular, I don't know, but keep it like this because for the simplicity of this tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna keep it any. Okay, now let's drag a button and keep it at center. You can see the button in 4-inch is on the right side as it in the 3.5, 4.7, 5.5 and the iPad. All of them are, the button is not on the center. So to center it, you have two options. Either you let the Xcode figure out the constraints, or you do it by manually. Xcode will 70% will do it right, but 30% will not. Okay, so let's do it by Xcode and let the Xcode do it for us with just one click. Go or resolve auto layout issues, click it. After you after you select the button, add missing constraints. Now you see that all screens have the button at the center. Let's go back to do it manually. Manually is pretty simple. You have options to add constraints to pin the top and right and left and the bottom. If you want to pin, you can just click on one of them. If you want to fix the height and width of this button, you can just tick on these. If you want to center it, just over here, horizontal and vertical, and all add 2 constraints. That's all we want. Please notice that size classes and auto layouts and constraints, if you want to do it right, you have to practice. And make sure that you do it right, because Xcode will give you an issues here if you move some of them. For example, if I move this, it will tell you that at runtime this button will be different. Alright, the frame. Okay, so if you have similar these issues, you can let the Xcode do it for you and solve these issues by going here after you selecting this. Okay, update constraints. It will automatically do it here. It will move it over there. Okay, easy, right? Now this is all you need to know. Yes, 90% this is all you need to know about size classing, constraints, and auto layout. In WWDC 2015, they announced iPad with split views, where some applications such as Twitter, you can move it to the split of the screen. They say if you have sizing classes in your app, you can do it similar to the iPhone. So this is mean of size classes. You have elements. These elements will be fit on all the screens, even the iPad. Alright? All devices will have the same elements and the same layout. If you want to hide something on the iPad or iPhone or in the landscape, you can modify it by here, width or height. Alright, so I recommend that you use size classes and play with it, do practice, and absolutely it will be easier if you have a big issue and figure out which constraints is the best to add it, and anything else is secondary. So good luck, guys. Do your best to practice. See ya.